sunshine. Sip from my rainbow, deliciously mango. I think it's a syndrome, got me so windblown. Show me the door, how far can you fall? Freedom in galaxies, packed out by fantasy.
I'm Sandra Sandy Schneller, and this is Romancing Me Pesco-Mediterranean style.
And blue with blessings, blessings, blessings for me. This is reality, I'm living my dreams.
Hey, this is your girl Sandra Sandy Schneller back at you. Oh, baby, we're doing it tonight. What are you eating tonight? Oh, darlings, I got something for you. Doing it beer simmered style. Oh, with those beer simmered rice and beans. Oh, cheers to you, darlings. Oh, come on, join me now. Let's get cooking. Okay, now we have our pot on. And you know, this is a real quick meal. It takes you about 20 minutes in prep time. I've already made the rice. And you want your rice to be cooked firmly. This is 7 cups of basmati rice. You see how firm that is? It's still firm. You don't want really soft rice for this meal because you're gonna cook it a little bit more once it gets into the pot here. Now we're gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I tell you, this is a fantastic meal here. You can add, you know, your favorite meat to it if you like, for those meat eaters. I don't eat meat, so I have like fried fish on the side. And you can check out my video on how to fry fish or fry foods in a very healthy way. I'm gonna take it up a notch with the flavors here. You know, sometimes restaurants can't give you as much flavor as you'd like because they have to make it, you know, for the population. But I'm making it for you, baby, you and I, and we're gonna be taking it up a notch. I'm even gonna spice it up a bit too. So we're gonna go ahead and add 3 to 4 cloves, chopped garlic cloves as well. Give that a good stir. And then we're gonna add 1 very large chopped sweet onion, okay? And this is chopped kind of coarsely, but I get a very large one, and all this is organic. We're going to add our peppers, our sweet peppers. And I also have an extra large red pepper that I've chopped up. That is also organic. I tell you, I try to do as much organics as possible. You know, sometimes with onions and garlic, you don't necessarily have to get organic. Just make sure you peel off with those items. Peel off that outer skin, and then peel the first layer off with it. And that should give you enough protection against pesticides if it's grown with that. So you're gonna make sure you stir this for a while and get it together. Just keep stirring here for about 4 or 5 minutes. You want to make sure that your peppers are flexible, they're pliable. Okay, now that those veggies are nice and pliable, you see how they look? They're not stiff and they're not too weak. You don't want them to be too limp. You want to have still a little crunch to it because they still have to cook a bit. So what we're going to go ahead now and do, we're going to go ahead and add the beans. I have 3 cans of 15 ounce, it's like 15.5 ounces of organic red kidney beans. I'm going to go ahead and add those. And we drain those too, okay? Drain out the juice that it comes in the can. I usually like to make my own beans. I get a 16-ounce bag of red kidney beans, and I cook them for like 3 hours or so. But this is like a quicker meal. You can also do it this way, and this turns out just fine as well. I just like to do it from scratch, usually. Now add 32 ounces of beer. No light beer here. We want the fullness of the flavor. And that's 32 ounces of beer. So we're gonna let that come to a boil, give it a good stir. Oh, this is going to be so delicious. And don't worry, you're not going to be, getting tipsy on this at all, because the alcohol cooks down and it leaves just a wonderful flavor. I'm not a beer drinker, really, only when it's really hot out. The temperature has to be very hot outside for me to drink beer. But having beer simmered food, oh my gosh, I love it. So in the meantime, let's go over and get the blend together for our seasoning. Hey, you ready to continue on? I'm going to toast to you first. Oh, I just need a sip because it's kind of steamy in here and it smells so wonderful. All the wonderful flavors of that beer simmering and our beans and veggies. Oh, yeah. What we're going to do right now, we're going to blend in the blender. I use my smoothie shake cup, and I have 3 tablespoons of Better Than Bouillon vegetable brand. Okay, it's a vegetable flavor, and that's organic as well. We're going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of cornstarch so it can give it a little thickness as well. And then I'm going to also add a cup of water. Actually, 2 cups of water to that. We got 1. And we're going to go ahead and add 16 ounces of water to this. And I'm going to put it in the blender shake, okay? And it'll be ready in a second so that we can pour it into the mixture over here. So great. Okay, that beer is simmering well. It's boiling in. So I've reduced our heat on the burner to medium. It was on a medium high, now I reduced it to medium now that it's boiling. I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme and stir that in very well. Now I'm also going to start adding our rice slowly. Okay, just ease that rice in there. Baby, it smells so delicious in here. Uh-oh, kind of wasted a little bit of rice, but that'll be okay. I need to put that down. If you want to have, more beans, add less of the rice. And if you want to have more rice, add less beans if you like. You can have more au jus here. And if you want more au jus, you add less of all of them. Don't add more water. I'm going to add a little bit more of this rice. I may not add all the rice in myself. This is our mixture of water and cornstarch, also with the 3 tablespoons of Better Than Bouillon, vegetable style. It's going to thicken this au jus up and give it a nice flavor. Now, I don't add salt to this. You can add salt at your discretion. And usually add Himalayan salt. I don't like to add just regular iodine table salt. I don't use that at all. Now I can add the other rice. I don't want it to have to be like a soup fashion at all. But we still do want to have some liquid in our bowl when we serve it. So I'm going to go ahead and test it first, the au jus, to see if it's to the liking, and maybe I don't have to add salt. But if you have to add salt, just add a little bit of it. Add it, in increments, because as I said, the Better Than Bouillon carries salt already, and you don't want to have it too salty. I think I can add a little bit of salt. I'll start out with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and see how that is. I'm going to give it a good stir. So that's nice and mixed there. Please like and share. Like and share this video. You'll love to be able to make this. Actually, I've made it, and you'll probably like it too. Make this with, for a sports night, or the home for the family as well. But people will love this for a sport night as well. Okay, I'm going to add another quarter teaspoon of salt, and that should do it. This is a large pot. This should feed, it depends on how you want to do it, as a meal or as a side. If you're doing it as a meal, you can feed about 10 people with this. As a side, you can have this for a big group, probably 20 as a side. Okay, it's about ready to be served. Let me get that served up for you. Come on over with me. Time for the big reveal. Oh, look at this. Check it out. Beer, simmered rice and beans. I've added a little spice to it because you know I'm a caliente baby, and more ways than one. You ready, baby? You ready, my darlings? Here you go. I'll put a little pepper on there for you. Get a little cornbread for you there too. Check it out. Ooh, look at that. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Beer, simmered rice and beans. Southern Memphis style, honey. Check it out. That onion cornbread. There you go. Let me get some. I want a little bit more cheesy on mine. Let me check it out. Oh, baby, is that hot? That great beer flavor. Oh my God. You gotta make this. You've gotta make this. Your friends will love it. Your guests won't stop talking about it. They're gonna want the recipe. It's so quick, less than an hour to make. Oh, it's so good, baby. Oh,